This cannot be, he cried. It is forbidden for common fishermen to take for wife one of such a rich and a powerful family. Your, your father will have you put away, and I will surely be beheaded.
Do not fear.
Lotus smiled.
We have the blessing of Benton. My father knows of the goddess's message to me. He is blessed by the goddess with the magical powers. It was he who asked Benton to arrange my marriage.
The poor fisherman shook his head. I pray that I am dreaming, he thought. For otherwise, I am surely mad. At that moment, the lovers heard the rustle of heavy silk. Kumagai advanced with powerful stride.
Father,
said Lotus happily.
It is true. My husband is here, as the goddess foretold.
Yukio bowed clumsily. The old man's features clouded with rage.
What is this trick? Benton would not play such a cruel joke on us.
He stopped, eyeing Yukio savagely.
This ruffian must have come upon the intended groom before we arrived and killed him. For that, the beggar will pay.
No, father. You must not harm him. I beg of you.
Please, gasped the terrified Yukio, falling to his knees. I am as amazed as you. I admit I am unworthy of your daughter, but truly, I am no murderer. Only a poor fisherman returning from the sea.
A fisherman?
Thundered Kumagai.
Do not be deceived by appearances, father. Benton has revealed this man's heart to me. He is an honorable man and a worthy husband. I can have no other.
After a moment, Kumagai answered huskily, barely able to control his emotion.
The goddess has insulted us both. I will not dishonor my daughter by marrying her to a wretched fisherman.
No, father!
I will spare your fisherman's life.
Princess Lotus began to weep. The father's anger was not dampened by the daughter's tears.
My Lotus is under an evil spell. Her vision is clouded. I must make her see him as he really is, a hideous creature of the sea.
With that, Kumagai lifted his hand and hissed an incantation. Yukio lay trembling. A heavy mist filled the temple, the silence broken only by the girl's sobbing. Yukio could not see where he was, what was happening. He waited, doomed to discover. As the air cleared and the moonlight returned, Lotus screamed in terror. Yukio looked frantically about to see the cause of her fear. Then he realized what the father's spell had accomplished. His body was covered with the bright, shiny scales of a sea dragon. The old warrior turned his weeping daughter away.
Come, child. Now that you see this wretch for what he is, you will perhaps regain your senses. We will soon find you a suitable husband.
Never, sobbed Lotus. She turned to look sadly back at Yukio. before being drawn out of the temple by her father. Yukio's despair was complete. He wished he were dead. His being throbbed with the pain of his broken heart. As his tears fell on the temple floor, the spirit of the temple spoke to him in the voice of a nightingale. Weep not, good Yukio. All is not lost. As night goes to day, as the tide slips away only to return to the shore, so may Lotus yet be your bride. Yukio stared in disbelief. How